From magnificent mountains to lush green terraces to the warm sandy seashores, this place is so mesmerizing that it is literally called the Island of the Gods. This is me, Mercury, on the Island of the Gods, also known as Bali. And you are watching YouTube's only geography show, hosted by the god himself. So, without any further delay, let us begin this episode. Shall we? Here, I'm sipping on my cup of java. Confused? Many people in the world call coffee as espresso or drip. It refers to the way how the coffee is made. Other names of coffee, such as mocha and cappuccino, refer to a specific beverage made with coffee. However, java refers to the third way of naming coffee. It means that coffee is named from its place of origin. And did you know that the Dutch introduced coffee to the Java and Sumatra islands of Indonesia in the 17th century? During that time, coffee was known as Java in the world because half of the entire production of coffee was from the island of Java. Bali also has its own unique coffee. The highland region of Kintamani, between the volcanoes of Batakaru and Agung, is the main coffee growing area on Bali. But the most unique difference between coffee cultivation in Bali and the rest of the world is many coffee farmers on Bali are members of a traditional farming system called Subak Abian, which is based on the Hindu philosophy of Trihita. According to this philosophy, the three causes of happiness are good relations with God, other people and the environment. The traditional irrigation system in Bali, Subak, has been developed since the 9th century. Subak is a traditional farmers' cooperative that aims to spread responsibilities evenly among farmers in managing water irrigation and cropping patterns in the rice fields. As a farmers-based irrigation system, Subak is an independent and democratic institution. Write down below in the comments if you would like to learn more about this centuries-old traditional farming system. Today, Indonesia is the fourth largest producer of coffee in the world. Let me finish my coffee and try to know what is on her mind while my assistant tell you about the geography of Bali.
Indonesia lies in Southeast Asia, where the Indian Ocean meets the Pacific Ocean. There is a confusion about the number of islands that constitutes Indonesia. However, according to the government of Indonesia, the number is 17,508. The Indonesian islands are physically divided into two major categories: the Greater and the Lesser Sunda Islands. This is not to be confused between the 34 provinces in the country of Indonesia. Although an island nation, Indonesia shares land border with three nations: with Malaysia on the island of Borneo, with Papua New Guinea on the island of New Guinea, and with Timor-Leste on the island of Timor. Bali lies to the east of Java and falls in the Lesser Sunda Island group. It is approximately 8 degrees to the south of the equator. To the west of Bali lies the Bali Strait, separating it from Java. To the north is the Bali Sea. The Lombok Strait lies to the west, separating it from the island of Lombok. The Indian Ocean lies to the south of Bali. The island of Bali is a separate province in the country. It is further subdivided into 8 regencies, or kabupaten. The tiny Panida Island is a part of the Kelungkung Regency, under the province of Bali. The Badung Strait separates the Bali and the Panida Island. The Denpasar Regency, in which Denpasar city is situated, is the capital of Bali. The central part of the island has many hills and highlands, with an average elevation of over 2,000 meters. It has several active volcanoes such as Mount Batur. The tallest peak is Mount Agung. It is known as Mother Mountain. It is an active volcano, and is likely a site for a massive eruption within the next 100 years. Out of the many rivers flowing through the island, Ayung River is the longest. It runs 68.5 kilometers from the northern mountain ranges, passing the Bangli, Badung and Gianyar regencies in the city of Denpasar, before discharging into the Badung Strait. The river is famous for whitewater rafting. Bali is connected to the world by the Ngurah Rai International Airport, situated at Denpasar. This is the emblem of the province of Bali. The emblem is pentagon to represent Pancasila. Inside the pentagon is 5-pointed star to represent belief in one and only God. Margarana Monument is symbolizing heroism of the people of Bali. The monument itself is a memorial for Battle of Margarana. Candi Benter, a traditional temple gate to symbolize religiousness. Chain represents unity and Godong Royong, Balinese fans to represent culture and tradition. Red lotus represents the throne of Shiva. Rice and cotton represent prosperity, and the motto, Bali Dwapa Jaya, means glorious Bali Island. In addition, the color blue represents solidarity, yellow represents glory, white represents purity, and red represents courage.
In case you are thinking that I said everything about the coffee of Indonesia, you are wrong, my disciples. The most stunning fact that will blow your mind is still remaining. I know that a lot can happen over a cup of coffee, but let us continue and I'll tell you about the coffee in the later part of the episode. Let's dive into the details about the enchanting climate of Bali. Being just 8 degrees south of the equator, Bali has a fairly even climate all year round. It has a tropical, warm and humid climate. Average year-round temperatures stands at around 30 degrees Celsius with a humidity level of about 85%. The western monsoon happens from October to April, and this can bring significant rainfall, particularly from December to March. Now, let me take you to a place without which the geography of this island would be incomplete. I brought you all to the Bali Zoo because it is one of the best places to witness some of the animals and birds endemic not only to Indonesia, but also to Bali. So, let us visit inside and watch them without wasting any more time. The Bali Myna, found only in Bali. The water monitor of Indonesia, which grow at least 1.5 meters in length and weigh up to 50 kilograms. Dolphins found on the northern coast, near Singaraja and Lovina. Snakes including king cobra and reticulated python. The rich coral reefs around the coast, such as Talamban, Amber. Neighboring Nusa Penida hosts a wide range of marine life like hawksbill turtle, giant sunfish, giant manta ray and lots of other species. Unfortunately, some large mammals which were present on Bali until the 20th century are no longer present. These include the wild banteng, the leopard, and the endemic Balinese tiger. The banteng still occurs in its domesticated form, while the leopards are found only in Java, and the last tiger of the species survived till 1937. However, the last and the most scary animal found in this zoo is the Komodo dragon. Yes, my friends, the Indonesian national animal is the world's largest lizard, which grows up to 3 meters in length and weighs up to 70 kilos. Naturally, they are found in the Komodo Island, the Ringka Island, Flores and Gili-Montang. Next, the orangutans are great apes native to the rainforests of Indonesia and Malaysia. They are now found only in parts of Borneo and Sumatra. But did you know, Indonesians use an animal for extracting coffee? Yes, this may trigger my vegan viewers, but that is the truth. Asian palm civets are the animals which are used to make one of the most expensive beverages in the world. Curious about how an animal is related to coffee? Stay with me to the end of this video, when I bring to you the stunning cuisines from the Island of the Gods. I had a delightful dinner with her while you were seeing the animals. If you love the animals, then I can definitely recommend you subscribing to this channel and pressing the notification bell icon. This channel is going to discuss about animals and plants endemic to that place. Right now, I'm sitting at the Bali Zoo, but at night. My viewers, if you think that the daytime is too hot for you to explore the Bali Zoo, you can visit here in the evening. It's a night safari with a dinner, including some of the most delicious meals of the Indonesian cuisine. And if you want to know what are the dishes that were served in my meal, then hang on to the next part of this episode. But I know many of you are curious about who is the babe with whom I'm spending time with. So, let us know about the people of Bali first. Shall we? The province of Bali covers an area of 5,780 square kilometers and has a total population of about 43.6 lakhs or 4.36 million. But the most interesting religious fact about Bali is, unlike most of the Muslim-majority provinces in Indonesia, about 86.9% of the population in Bali follows Hinduism, making it the only Hindu-majority province in Indonesia. The other religions include 10% Islam, 2.35% Christianity, 0.68% Buddhism, and 0.01% others. In Indonesia, citizens have to identify themselves with the 6 officially recognized religions, which includes Islam, Protestant, Catholic, Hinduism, Buddhism or Confucianism. The major ethnic group on the island of Bali are the Balinese. They make up about 89% of the population. Others include Lomboks, Javanese, Kalimantans, Indians, Chinese and a few Europeans. Indonesia is the largest country of trilingual population. They speak their mother tongue along with the official language of the country called Bahasa Indonesia. The third language is English, due to the developed tourism industry and Bali being one of the most visited tourist places in the world. Bahasa Indonesia is somewhat similar to the Malay language. Malaysians can understand their neighbor's language about 60 to 70%. But there are some Dutch loanwords which were taken due to the Dutch colonial influence on the country. The flag of Indonesia is a simple bicolor with 2 equal horizontal bands, red on top and white at the bottom. It was introduced and hoisted, in public, during the proclamation of Indonesian independence, on 17 August 1945, and at 56 Jalan Proklamasi in Jakarta, and again when the Dutch formally transferred sovereignty on 27 December 1949. The design of the flag has remained unchanged since. The flag's colors are derived from the banner of the Three Majapahit Empire. There is also an interesting event which took place during the Indonesian War of Independence. During the lead-up to the Battle of Surabaya in late 1945, Indonesian youths removed a colonial Dutch flag flying over the Yamato Hotel, tore off the blue strip and rehoisted it as an Indonesian flag. The hotel was subsequently renamed Hotel Merdeka, meaning Independence Hotel. The official name of the flag is Sang Saka Merah Putih, meaning lofty bicolor red and white, according to Article 35 of the 1945 Constitution. The flag is commonly called Bendera Merah Putih, meaning red and white flag. Garuda Pancasila is the national emblem of Indonesia. It is a mythical eagle and vehicle of Vishnu. The current symbol are designed and officially recognized in 1950s. The Garuda's feathers represent the date of Indonesia's Independence Day, which is 17 August 1945. The total feathers of the wings are 17 in each left and right wings. The total feathers in the tail are 8, and feathers of its neck are 45, in total. The Garuda has a heraldic shield on its chest, and a scroll grouped by its leg. The shield's 5 emblems represent Pancasila, the 5 principles of Indonesia's national philosophy. The Garuda claws groups a white ribbon scroll, inscribed with the national motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which can be loosely translated as Unity and Diversity. Garuda Pancasila was designed by Sultan Hamid II from Pontianak, supervised by Soekarno. If I start telling you about each and every spot to see on the island, then I have to make a separate episode on it, because the list literally goes on and on. For starters, we have stunning sea beaches, astonishing waterfalls, hidden deep in the jungles, magnificent temples, mesmerizing mountain treks and varied adventure activities such as whitewater rafting, kayaking, cave exploring, snorkeling and lots of other fun stuff. So, let us see the things which can't be missed to be seen at Bali. Kuta Beach and Sanur Beach. Sanur Beach is a lot quieter, which earned it a nickname, the Snore Beach. However, this is a misnomer as there is plenty of activities to be done on this beach. On the other hand, Kuta was once a fishing village but gained immense popularity in the 70s. It's one of the most scenic beaches in Bali. There are a total of 9 major Hindu temples on the island. Some of them are the most picturesque spots in the world. The Bukit Peninsula, located on the southern tip of the island, is home to the Pura Uluwatu, one of the 9 temples. Built in the 11th century, at the edge of a limestone cliff top, jutting out over the sea. Situated on a single rock, Tanah is one of the most famous Hindu temples in Bali. The temple has been a part of Balinese mythology for centuries. The temple is one of 7 sea temples around the Balinese coast. Each of the sea temples was established within eyesight of the next, to form a chain along the southwestern coast. It is one of the best spots to see the sunset at Bali. Purutaman Saraswati and Tirthampul Temple. The first one is Purutaman Saraswati, also known as the Ubud Water Palace, is a Balinese Hindu temple in Ubud. The temple is dedicated to the goddess Saraswati. Purutaman Saraswati is notable for its lotus pond, while the later temple is Tirthampul Temple. The compound consists of a Petirtan or bathing structure, famous for its holy spring water, where Balinese Hindus go for ritual purification. Puragordlawa is a Balinese Hindu temple located in Klungkung. It is noted for built around a cave opening which is inhabited by bats, hence its name, the Gordlawa or Bat Cave. One of the best spots for your Instagram feed is the iconic Purulundanugaratan, or Purabratan. It is a major Hindu Shiva temple in Bali. The temple complex is on the shores of Lake Brayton in the mountains, near Bdugul. The last but not the least, is the mother of temples as it is also called. Purabsaki is a Pura complex in the village of Psaki on the slopes of Mount Agung in eastern Bali. It is the most important, the largest and holiest temple of Hindu religion in Bali. Perched nearly 1,000 meters up the side of Gunung Agung, it is an extensive complex of 23 separate but related temples, with the largest and most important being Purapenataran Agung. The temple is built on 6 levels, terraced up the slope. The entrance is marked by a candy benter or split gateway. This gateway is also seen in the national emblem of Indonesia. A picture with the gateway is the most famous Instagrammable spot on Bali. Between Bali and Nusa Penida, there is 2 tiny islands. Nusa Lembongan and Seningan are 2 popular yet relatively quiet islands that have to be on your Bali itinerary. It is one of the best places on earth for surfing and scuba diving. Cliff diving and snorkeling with the manta rays is what every traveler dreams of. Mount Batur is amongst the most active volcanoes in Bali, but it is definitely worth a visit. Standing tall at the height of 5,600 feet above the sea level, it saw its last volcanic eruption in the year 2000. The peak of the mountain is considered amongst the best places to get a view of the sunrise in Bali. These absolutely jaw-dropping hidden waterfalls, in the jungles of Bali. Those were some of the spots in Bali which you have to visit, in order to make your Bali trip truly memorable. So guys, tell me in the comments which one did you like the most and want to visit first, when you get the chance to visit the island of the gods. After visiting all the amazing places on the island, I'm sure you would be hungry enough to try the mouth-watering dishes of Bali. So, before we dive into the details of Bali cuisine, let me tell you that the currency of Indonesia is rupiah, which is needed to eat and enjoy over here. Balinese cuisine is a cuisine tradition of Balinese people. Part of Indonesian cuisine, it demonstrates indigenous traditions, as well as influences from other Indonesian regional cuisine, also Chinese and Indian. Rice, the primary grain, is almost always consumed as a staple, accompanied with vegetables, meat and seafood. Pork, chicken, fruit, vegetables and seafood are widely utilized. However, just like most Hindus, beef is never or rarely consumed. Let us see some of the most famous dishes of this cuisine. Pisang goreng, mee goreng, nasi goreng, sate. Unlike its Malaysian counterpart, Indonesian sate is not satay. Mashed chicken is blended with an array of spices, melded onto a stick and barbecued. Bebek bacudu, gado-gado. Now, the most famed dish of entire Bali is baby guling, or the suckling pig. Pork is rubbed with turmeric, stuffed with a spice paste, which is usually coriander seeds, lemongrass, lime leaves, salam leaves, chilies, black pepper, garlic, red shallots, ginger and lesser galangal, and then roasted on a spit, over coconut husks or wood until super tender. There is a small warning from me, to those of you who are thinking of ordering this when in Bali. The entire baby pig is served, so you might find an obscure part of the animal on your plate. Now, I will answer your curiosity regarding the relation between coffee and Asian palm civet. Kopi Luwak is the world's most exclusive and most expensive coffee. The main factor of its high price is the uncommon method of production. It is produced from coffee beans which have been partially digested by the Asian palm civet and then excreted. Yes, it sounds kind of gross, but not to worry. The outer layer of the coffee bean is removed during processing, and the remaining beans are completely cleaned before being roasted and sent to you. So, that were some of the best foods from Bali. Now, let us see the culture, heritage and famous festivals of Bali. You may think that Bali is all about the sun, sand and surf, but you would be missing out if you didn't know about the festivals in Bali. From flying kites to music, Bali has annual festivals that gets increasing numbers of visitors. First is the Ogo-Ogo Parade. The parade showcases the local tradition and especially very artistically shaped monster dolls made up of paper, giant wood and bamboo that represent the symbolic harmful society. The monster dolls are burnt at the end of the celebrations and which also depict the end of negativity, therefore, purifying the environment. Bali Arts Festival. A blend of art, culture, music and dance, the Bali Arts Festival features the vast collection of many things including events, variegated competitions and activities related to literature, fashion, handicraft, culinary and several other worthwhile things to explore and assess. Tumpik Langtep Day, also popular as Sani Skarklawan Teje, is a festival that is celebrated every 210 days according to the Pewakan calendar. Adalan. Adalan is considered one of the most prominent temple festivals organized at the Mother Temple of Purabsaki, which is also the largest Hindu temple of Bali. During Adalan, various Balinese communities gather in prayers, and so do they take part in the processions with great ardor and fervor. Finally, let us know about some of the legends from the Island of Gods. Hadi Abdullah, footballer. Joey Alexander, jazz pianist. Tika Bhavani, actress. Abdul Kader, former footballer. Ngurokrat Mahdi, also known as Kokrat, is a member of the Regional Representative Council. Anesh Putri, first Balinese to win Miss Indonesia in 2012. Time for me to say goodbye. But remain connected with me on Instagram and prove that you are my true disciples by participating and winning the midweek geography quiz. Link of my profile is in the description. Beautiful Barcelona, coming up next. Stay tuned.